Power of Failure, Toastmasters.
You are a loser.
You are a failure.
You are a failure.
Contest chair, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Were you ever labeled a failure by people around you? Did you ever look at the mirror and see failure staring back at you? If the answer is yes, then welcome. I'm a part of the same group of people. The story starts back in 1987 when I started my career. I started my career on a very high note. I was the top performer in my organization. And within just 1 year, I was already leading a team. But for me, that was not good enough. It always rankled with me the fact that I did not have the title of a manager. Lured by the innocent face of the CEO of the company, I accepted a role in a startup. And yes, startups existed even back then. The title of that role was Area Sales Manager. And I was on top of the world. I joined the company. They had ambitious sales targets. And quarter after quarter, I was on the top of the list of the non-performers. This continued for 4 quarters. And like any other startup, that innocent face CEO lost his confidence in me and he asked me to go. And there I was, sitting at home for 2 months. I was devastated, I was desolate, and I was demotivated. I feel ashamed of the fact that I had failed. I had failed to do what I was supposed to be doing. I could not put myself out there to look for another job, but I had to. And you know how difficult it is when you're already down. That mental pressure that you feel really creates a downward spiral. And I went through the same phase. And I can empathize with the same phase that other people went through. I finally got a job in another company at a lower salary, but it took me a long time to bring back that same level of self-confidence. When I look back at that story, I try to understand what caused this issue. And I identified it is the stigma that is attached to failure. Right from our childhood, when we don't perform in academics, in sports, in profession or business, we are looked down upon. It might be here in the mind, but it is a reality that we take that stigma personally. We associate ourselves with a failure that we cannot get dissociated with. And that, my dear friends, is the power of failure to destroy confidence, to destroy your capability, and to destroy your future. But should failure be such a bad thing? I don't think so. Let me share another story with you. This story is of a handsome, dashing man who started off his life working in a coaching institute. Then for some years, he worked in a shipbuilding yard. And then he was infected by something which was even deadlier than the coronavirus. The entrepreneurial bug. And then followed a series of entrepreneurial ventures, starting off with a plastic manufacturing factory, a travel agency, a video rental business, a TV repair business, hotels, bus tour operator, taxi services, as well as computer repair. 9 businesses in 27 years? Wow! In today's world, he would be called a serial entrepreneur and people would have lauded him. That person was my role model. That person was my dad. Now he taught me that you can push the envelope. You can create and push your boundaries out. You can step out of your comfort zone. And only when you do that, you can try for success. Each business he took with a new level of enthusiasm, even if he failed the earlier time. And this was ultimately the foundation that helped him to build a successful business in his career and life. So when you let failures push you to do more and try more, that becomes the power of failure. The story doesn't end there. When he tried all of these things, we are doing something similar to what we do in Toastmasters, right? We try and try till we fail, and then we succeed. So the third element of failure that you need to understand is the same that we learn in Toastmasters every time. If you need to fail, fail fast. Because when you fail fast, you learn more and you grow more. And this is a lesson that each one of us learned in our own Toastmaster journey. So dear friends, the next time you look at the mirror and you see a face staring back at you that says, you are a failure, or you see somebody else being labeled a failure, you can be sure that that's not a failure. That is the path to success. And that path to success is supported by the 3 things. First, embrace failure. Second, learn from failure. And third, fail fast. And that, my dear friends, is the power of failure. God bless you.